Back to another video. We're in Joshua. Started in verse 4 of chapter 3. Only keep a distance between you and it, about 2,000 cubits by measure. Do not come near it, so that you know which way to go, for you have not passed over this way before. Distance, an amount of space between two things or people, the full length of a race. The avoidance of familiarity, aloofness, or reserve. Distance can be used and applied in many different ways. For an example, do you know the length of the basketball court that you play on? How far will you take your team this year? Not every school has been through the state tournament and won a state title. Experience is critical in that situation. In 2007, Monroe was able to capture the Division II title, Oshkosh West as well, in Division I. And special shout out to the opponent, Milwaukee Vincent, who carried Deontay Garrett and Bright Creek Perrine. Oshkosh was a pretty big team, and becoming a runner-up to that team and looking at the roster that they had, it's hard to see how they would have found a victory. And as we see in 2009, Wisconsin Lutheran was able to take the Division II title from Monroe. Monroe's basketball team in 2007 truly went the full distance. But without Strangle and the other guys, they were no match for Wisconsin Lutheran. But much love to Tordoff, that competitive spirit. Becoming a runner-up your senior year, that had to be tough to deal with, but remember, there's always hope in the God of love. These guys gave us something to enjoy, to watch. The game of basketball. Mitch seemed to have a good time at the state tournament, so there's a lot to do, and he got to hang out with some pretty cool players.
We're going to interview, ask some good questions here about life. So, just wondering what it's like to be 6'7", something about 5'9". The good thing about being tall is...
A special shout out to Austin Malone Mitchell. If you saw the previous video, he went to state in 2012 and lost to Germantown, a bigger team with the same amount of skill. So as a leader or captain of the team, you need to know how far you need to take your team, because sometimes going the full distance may not be achievable. But with Flavian Davis, it was.
Super big right now, but it wasn't as big back then with us. Right. You know what I'm saying? It should have been though. Like Devin and Chimp was playing. They was freshmen on my life at Milwaukee Lutheran. So it was fun for me playing against, because them was my AAU teammates. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was fun on that. But
yeah, that's talking about back to the state then. Like how many?
Yeah, so the state, Milwaukee Lutheran, we ended up going in overtime with them.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? They was solid. We ended up playing. Who did we play next? We played Life Is Back.
When you have passed away before, you gain experience. I encourage you to read Psalms 139 verses 7 through 13, Luke 14:28, for who of you wishing to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it? Can you finish the job? Do you need help? Are you tall enough? We will have more in the next video. Have a